I recently had the good fortune to interview Mike Rodgers, who is lead New Zealand men's rowing coach and one of the most winningest in New Zealand history, having won 4 Olympic, 7 World Championship, and over 20 World Cup medals. And we were talking all about the comparisons between an elite sporting team and an elite sales team. And the comparisons are absolutely everywhere. We've got some gold out of Mike, which we're going to be sharing in short little hits over the next few weeks. If you did want the complete 47-minute interview, all you need to do is comment Mike below. I'll be happy to get it to you. In the meantime, listen to some of the gold that Mike has to share.
Is mindfulness, it's visualization, it's meditation, it's all of the, I guess, the new age. Back in our day, it would have been considered woo-woo for sure, because we were even resistant when Simon got us to do stretches, right? We considered that woo-woo back in our day. But I'm just curious as to the woo-woo in an elite sporting team these days. Visualization, meditation, intentions, is that a part that plays a role in your teams?
Yeah, hugely. Visualization. Yeah, I think you're underselling us Dax, because just rowing eyes shut. You're having to visualize, and we did quite a bit of eyes shut rowing. Just trying to change your thinking from what you see to what you feel. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of visualization, and I do quite a bit of it, just wanting to understand perhaps what they're feeling in the boat. Because obviously in a coach boat, I have all these numbers, I can see everything, but I have no feeling of what the boat feels like, and that's something to me that's the one thing that you always walk from when you see a boat going well, you just want to get in that boat. And Harry Barn, great Harry Barn, who coached us back in the day, you just wanted to. He would get in the boat. He would kick you out and sit in the seat. But I now quite kind of understand it why he did that, even though the boat went terribly when he was in there. But I haven't got that brave to jump in the boat with one. I swore when Harry got in there that I'd never do it. But to be able to feel it, to be able to, I guess I now visualise that feeling. From my rowing days, I know the feeling, that I still have that understanding, or I still believe I have that feeling of when the boat's going really good and what it should feel like to the athlete. And we do that. We do that on land. We'll sit down. We'll replay a row or something, and just listening to the boat. We'll put a microphone in the boat and just listen to the boat. And it's quite amazing when you're lying in a room on your backs and it's dark, and all you can hear are catches and finishes, and listening to the boat bubble. It's quite amazing actually when you do that. You talk about goosebumps. Sometimes I'll lie there and listen to the guys talk. I'll ask them, what are you thinking about now? And we'll talk about it for a bit. And what are you feeling? And some of the things they say just inspire me to get out there, to want to get the boat going back to that same point.
Oh, I love that. And to everyone listening, when Mike was talking about feeling, this is a really important aspect of business. It's a really important part of sales, because sure, you can follow a process, sure, you can follow a script, but if it doesn't feel right, I'm always talking about feeling your way through your sales process, because if it doesn't feel like, if it's inauthentic, if it's not resonating, you're going to feel it before you see it. And you don't know this, Mike, but one of my superpowers is I feel a bad pitch before I hear it. So I'll have one of my clients pitch to me, and I'll literally feel it. And I get a funny, weird look on my face, and I say, can you just pause for a moment? And I've got to go back through the words and figure out what word it was that made me feel that way. This is not woo-woo, what Mike and I are talking about. This is mainstream. There's so much evidence in the world that the visualizations, that meditation, that mindfulness, that everything actually helps high-performing people, not just athletes, because I would suggest to everyone here that a lion's share of high-performing business individuals around the world are very mindful. are quite spiritual and are always visualizing their future.